I am here on campus at the college I graduated from before mortuary school. One of my best friends from college texted me last night and asked if I wanted to meet here, just walk around for a little bit, have lunch, and I am so excited to get to see her. But it's so surreal being back on campus, and it really made me start thinking. I think everything I use now to think about how to translate over to customer experience and in the funeral home, and how to make everything better for the families we serve. So as I'm here, I'm starting to think about memories and how this was such a pivotal place in my life, just a huge moment, even though it was 4 years, you know, in the grand scheme it's just this kind of little blip where you get your degree and you move on, but there's so many things that happened here, and you know, there's good, there's bad, and I think a lot of that comes flooding back when I'm here. So same thing I think happens when folks are at our funeral home, and most people are going to come in our funeral home again, and they're going to have to kind of go through those memories of when they were there for the last time. I know I often see widows, widowers come in, and that first time they have to come back in the funeral home is so anxiety ridden and horrible, because they know what they were feeling last time they were there, and they're scared of all those feelings coming back, and they're scared of what they're going to see and who they're going to interact with, and if they can actually handle going to somebody else's visitation, somebody else's service, after having to do that for their loved one. So being here, just thinking about, you know, I have a lot of good memories from being here, but I didn't love being at college as much as I thought I would. It was a kind of a hard time for me. I was in an unhealthy relationship. I didn't really love being a student. I wasn't a great student. Sitting through classes was just not my thing. So I liked the social aspect. I liked learning things, but not just sitting through like an hour-long lecture taking notes. I liked the learning from people and learning about other towns that people were from and cultures. You know, I grew up in a town where there wasn't a lot of diversity, and so coming to college was awesome for that exposure. So I have, you know, mixed feelings being here. It's really surreal. It's really weird to see things, but I also have a lot of memories that come back that were maybe hard or painful or sad, or I don't know, just that there's things that didn't sit well with me then, and you forget about them until you're back in that place. So what can we do for families we're serving to help with that? So we know that they're going to be hurting when they're with us. We know that they're going to be sad. We know we can't take away that pain, but we can also interject good memories into that experience by giving them a good customer experience. So kind of exceeding their expectation in those moments gives them that better memory of the whole experience. You know, we hear that back from families sometimes where they say, gosh, you made a really hard time better because you did this, or I didn't expect this to be easier in any way, but you did that for us. And those are the responses we want by giving those extra things to families, by doing that, not even extra, but by making that our everyday that we give to families. So that way, when they do come back, they see us and they remember from us that kind of warm fuzzy about us giving them that good experience. And that it doesn't balance out the loss or balance out the pain, but it's gonna balance out some of what they went through in terms of coming back into the funeral home. So do what you can to interject even one good kind of warm fuzzy into their experience with you, because then when they see you and have to come back in that funeral home, they can go back to that memory along with the hard ones, and it's gonna help them in that transition to have to come back to a funeral home and have to come back to, you know, going and giving sympathy to other people and empathy to other people that are losing someone. So that's kind of my thoughts just being here, back in a place where I'm having lots of memories. Just made me think about all of that, and just kind of wanted to share a little extra tidbit for the week. So talk to you guys soon.